Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you guys about the Black Lives Matter movement and what's going on with the protests and all that stuff and how to talk to our littles about what's going on. I've had a lot of parents kind of reach out to me and ask like how to talk to them about this and what is appropriate language and what can we say. So I just wanted to give you some tangible ideas about what you can say to your littles and your family members. And this video is totally appropriate for the adults and the little ones that are in your home. Here's kind of some ways that we can talk about what is going on with the protest. So first, I want to tell you that I'm coming to you with both courage and compassion. This is a topic that is hard to discuss, and I may say things that could be hurtful or wrong, and you may feel that they're not appropriate. And if you feel that way, please let me know. I'm always here to listen and have a discussion, and I always want to hear other people's point of view. So it does not hurt my feelings if you let me know that something could be said better or done better. And I'm always here to support all of our communities and our families that are at our school. So let's talk about anger. So what we are seeing are people that are feeling very angry. And what I tell kids all the time is that feeling of anger is super appropriate. Like, people hurt us and they do things that hurt our feelings. And anger is a real feeling, and it is appropriate to feel that feeling. So whenever people are doing things to the Black community and they feel angry, then an appropriate way to handle that is to go out into the streets and let people know why they're angry. And that is what the protests are all about. So just being out there, having their voice, letting people know. And that is a way that we show we are assertive. And kiddos, remember we talked about being assertive? So we have the passive people who don't say anything and are kind of shy. And then we have aggressive people who are kind of mean and loud and aggressive, right? But then we have assertive people, and that is what you're seeing with the protesters. So they're out there saying, my life matters, my community matters, look at me. And they're standing proudly with their signs and their families. So that is just a way that they can assertively and confidently let people know that they are feeling angry about things in their world. And so that's a great example of how we can show we feel anger in an appropriate manner by being assertive. Now, I know some people in the protest are feeling angry and they're shown in an aggressive way. And what I teach you kiddos about that is that it's fine to feel angry, but we don't hurt other people in our anger. So our protesters who are out there with their signs are doing a great job. That's awesome. When we are hurting one another, that's when we start to feel kind of aggressive. And we're trying to teach people to listen more and to use that assertive voice rather than having to use that aggressive voice. So for our kiddos, we want to teach them that that assertive voice is powerful, and that is what they need to use whenever someone hurts them or says something mean to them. So we talked about the assertiveness. Oh, bystander apathy. So that is like if we're seeing someone getting bullied and we just stand there and we don't do anything. And this is one thing that we can do as a community and as a world community to help solve this problem. So this is a solution-focused idea. So when we see something that makes someone of color feel that they are not loved or not cared for by someone else, if we see someone who is being made fun of or a word is said that can hurt their feelings, what we can do is we can stand up for them, just like we do with bullying. So if we see someone being bullied, what really stops bullying is other people around that kiddo who's being bullied saying, stop it, with their confident voice. Stop it. We're not going to take it anymore. You cannot talk to people like that. So what we can do is if we see someone who's being made fun of, we can stand up for that person and we can say that's not a nice word. That is not a nice thing to say to them. Everyone gets to feel loved. Everyone gets to feel safe. So that is a way you can make a huge difference, is if you see someone that is being hurtful to someone else, let them know and stand beside that person who's being hurt. Say, I am your friend. I am here for you if you need anything. I'm going to take care of you. Play with them on the playground. Be sure to be their homework buddy if you can. Just be part of their life and let them know that people care about them. And finally, how do we talk about race in a way that makes sense for our littles? So I really like this analogy, and I like to use it. So let's picture an orchestra. And you know what an orchestra is, guys? It's like a really big band. So it has like flutes and drums and tubas and baritone thing, like trombones and violins, just all kinds of these, and oboes, all these amazing instruments. And they come together, and that's what makes the orchestra sound so beautiful, is when they're all playing together. Now, you could have a full band of tubas. I think it would be interesting. But it wouldn't be as beautiful as the tuba and the drums and the violins and the flutes and the oboes and all of it coming together to make this beautiful sound that we love to hear. And I like to think of race and color being kind of the same thing. Like, it makes our world amazing to have people of all of our skin tones and all of our ethnicities and all of our backgrounds. It is what makes the world a better place, and it makes it more beautiful. And the voices that we hear from all these different perspectives is what really makes America and all of us, the whole world, an interesting place to be and a better place to be. So I kind of like to compare the two if you guys are looking for a way to kind of talk about that and how to share that it's a better world with all of us in it and all of us listening and speaking. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, of course, you can always ask me. I'm always here to listen. I'm always here to support. And like I said, if I said anything that didn't speak to your values, I'm always here to have a conversation and to grow as a person, which I think is a great model to set for our kiddos also, is just to listen and be the person that they know us to be. We are their king and queens. They look up to us and we are magic to them. So yeah, just be that person and stand up for things that you see that are wrong, and just be, you know, a caring and loving individual in this world. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.